Hello and welcome. And hello and welcome, Angelika.
Hello, Stephen.
Right, this is Ask Angelika, Season 7, Episode 3. Angelika, would you like to tell us about today's episode?
Yes, we're carrying on with the not so interesting sentences. I'd like to call them my German vocabulary insurance sentences. Bit like an insurance. They may come in very useful one day, but hopefully you'll never need them.
I echo that, but it is good to actually know what to say.
Yeah, I mean, to be quite honest, even if you just when you hear the sentences today and you've just heard them, and even if you forget them again, yeah, if you are in Germany, so for example, today we'll talk a lot about or some of the several sentences are about Blut. So if you're in Germany, you're at a doctor's or you're at the chemist and they start talking to you in German and they mention some of these words, and at least you've heard them before, and you can, even if you can't remember, you may be a little bit easier for you to guess what they are saying.
Yeah, especially the pronunciation of the word blut
Yeah.
is something we'll concentrate on.
Okay, yeah, so it may look a little bit depressing, really, when you see all the, because obviously they're all more or less negative sentences, and like I said, hopefully you'll never need them, but if you do, or if you hear them, at least then you've got an idea.
Indeed. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take the card away and bring in the German sentences, and just
those are the English ones.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, well, just a minute then. Let's try again, shall we? There we go.
That looks more like German.
Okay, let's switch things round. And just waiting for the studio to catch up. And I'm going to move the sentences over here. And there we have it. No, nice short sentences. I notice there's no numbers in there either.
No numbers. Right. No, I mean, these are still short sentences. And actually, if anybody has watched the last one, they may think, hang on a minute, that first sentence looks familiar, because I've actually used it again. So it's a little bit of a follow-up to last one.
Okay. Understood. In which case, I should be able to pronounce the first sentence.
Yes.
Es blutet stark.
Yeah, es blutet stark.
Now, you can say the sentence along with me. Nobody will hear you. And we're going to say the sentences. Angelika will correct my pronunciation or just repeat the sentence. And now we're going to try and translate it. So, blut is blood. That's a question. Yeah.
No, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay. It is bleeding badly.
Badly or heavily. Stark is sort of heavy. So it's bleeding heavily.
Okay. And sentence 2. Ich verliere viel Blut.
Yeah, ich verliere viel Blut.
I'm losing a lot of blood.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Die Wunde ist tief.
Mm-hmm. Die Wunde ist tief.
All right. So phrase 3, die Wunde ist tief. The wound is deep.
Yeah, exactly. So you might say that to somebody because you're looking at anything. Oh, look at that. Oh, I can't look. Or a doctor who is examining you and then realizing once they've wiped everything around it off and they're saying, oh, that's actually quite a deep wound. So if they say die Wunde ist tief, that's what it means.
Right. Phrase 4. Ich habe eine offene Wunde.
Ja, ich habe eine offene Wunde.
So I have a wound. What does offene mean?
Right. What's offen on its own?
Ich weiß nicht.
No, open.
All right. I have an open wound.
Yeah.
Okay. They're not. You said these are not cheerful. These are just realistic. Phrase 5.
Okay.
Das Blut hört nicht auf.
Ja, das Blut hört nicht auf.
Well, hört is to hören. No, to hear.
Well, hören on its own, yes, but we have got a separable verb here.
Aufhören.
The verb is aufhören, yeah.
I've no. That one's
Aufhören is to stop.
Right. And it's not.
So quite often in German, if somebody wants to say to somebody else, oh, stop doing this, or stop saying, or whatever it is, they may just say, hör auf.
Yeah. The blood is not stopped.
It's not. It won't stop, yeah.
It's not clotted.
No, exactly.
Phrase 6. Ich brauche sofort Hilfe.
Ja, ich brauche sofort Hilfe.
I need Hilfe is help.
Yeah.
Now, sofort, at once. I need help now.
Yeah, I need help now or immediately. I have this vision now that you're ending up in a surgery and you're saying, I need help now. And the doctor said, let me be the judge of that.
Right. Okay. And that can be used. It doesn't have to be about blood. It can be about anything.
It could be about anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Phrase 7. Es ist sehr ernst.
Ja, es ist sehr ernst.
It is so. No, ernst.
Ernst is serious. It's very serious.
It is very serious. Okay.
Yeah. Useful sentence if you know, quite often we have this gut feeling. We know something is wrong.
Yeah.
Big time, badly, but we're not quite sure what. So that's a useful sentence for a situation like this. If you turn up at a doctor's surgery or at a chemist because you need help now because it's very serious, but that's as far as you can explain it.
Right. We're going through useful German for heavy bleeding and serious wounds. We've got through the Blut bit, and now we're going up the home straight. And phrase 8 is Können Sie bitte hierbleiben?
Yeah, können Sie bitte hierbleiben? This sentence is not aimed at a doctor or a chemist or anything. This is more aimed at if something happened to you on a pavement or as a car accident and another pedestrian or somebody stopped to be with you.
Yeah.
You may want to say that to them.
Let's just suppose for one moment somebody collapses at a park run.
Yeah, well, that does happen.
It does. Okay, so those.
And thinking about it, I was very grateful the others stayed and didn't leave us on our own to wait for the ambulance.
Indeed. Right. Okay. Angelika, would you like to read the sentences in perfect German?
With the English translation as well?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so es blutet stark, it's bleeding heavily. Ich verliere viel Blut, I'm losing a lot of blood. Die Wunde ist tief, the wound is deep. Ich habe eine offene Wunde, I have an open wound. Das Blut hört nicht auf, the bleeding won't stop. Ich brauche sofort Hilfe, I need help immediately. Es ist sehr ernst, it is very serious. Können Sie bitte hier bleiben? Can you please stay here?
And the answer to that is always going to be, yes, I can stay here. Right. Okay, so now let's go on to the format of today's session. Let's go and change tack, and we'll go over here, and I'm going to place the image. Probably have to read the screen. Yep, done. Okay, Angelika, would you like to explain the books that are on offer?
It's just a reminder again of the German vocabulary notebook, which is absolutely perfect for the sentences we use in these shows, especially if you feel those sentences are actually really useful. I don't really want to learn them as such, but I would like to file them away somewhere So the vocab notebooks has got spaces for 20 topics, and each topic has got 4 pages, one blank, one which is lined with a line in the middle, which is your typical vocabulary page. So you would write das Blut, the blood, or bluten, to bleed, or anything like this, but no sentences, just literally just words. Die Wunde, the wound. And then you've got 2 pages where you can actually write sentences. So you could put these sentences down with a translation or anything else that may apply to you. So if you, for example, are somebody, which I could have added there as well, I've only just thought about it, who suffers a lot from nosebleed.
Right.
And you might need to see somebody about it, yeah. Then the word for nosebleed is Nasenbluten. So ich habe Nasenbluten, or ich habe starkes Nasenbluten. So you could add your own sentences that are relevant to you, that you know might come in really useful one day because you are having problems with nosebleed, for example. So that's what they are. And there's 2 covers just so that you can swap them.
All right. Now, a little added extra. Angelika and I have been busy since, a month, and we've worked together and we have created a brand new German learning book.
Yes. Something positive. No negative sentences in there.
No, not at all. We'd like to introduce Barnaby the turtle, who sort of gave us the idea.
Yes, he did. And because you were sort of playing around to start off with first, weren't you? And you said, look at this is a really nice turtle. I like that. And so we developed it into a story, but slightly different than what you normally find. The book has got 3 stories, but all 3 of them are actually the same story. So the same images, same storyline, but the sentences are different. And the first story is for beginners. So there are very basic sentences. And also, if you are worried, you have the German sentences at the top and the English at the bottom. So you can always cross-check and saying, oh, yes, I did understand that sentence right. So the first story is with some basic sentences. And then you get the story again in an intermediate version, which has got a lot more descriptions and longer sentences as well. And then the last one is the advanced version, which actually is in the imperfect tense. So it's all past tense, but the one that a lot of people are struggling with.
Totally.
So it's really to improve your German at 3 levels.
And basically, the book is a keeper because you can start learning German and you can read those sentences. You can take a peek into the intermediate just to see where this is going. And when you sort of get more proficient in German, then you can go on to the intermediate and then finally on to the advanced.
Yeah.
So the book's going to stay with you whilst you learn German, and there is no problem with going from beginner to intermediate to advanced, or if you want to have some fun, go from advanced back to beginner. So there are all sorts of possibilities with the book. The book is graphically gorgeous, and we totally enjoyed meeting Barnaby, and we've got plenty of stories, all of which will help you to understand German.
Yeah, we sort of fallen in love with Barnaby, haven't we, really?
We've adopted him. Fair to say. And we'd just like to say a big thank you to Google. So there you have it. It is Barnaby's perfect. Oh, we actually made the broth the other night, didn't we?
Yes, because the storyline is about a soup or a broth that he wants to cook. And so we've actually made the broth. There will be a blog post on Monday. I haven't quite finished writing it yet, about the broth with the recipe and everything else. And so the book at the moment is available as a Kindle version, and you can also buy the PDF on Payhip. The next step for me will be, I'm going to turn this into a teacher's resource as well. That will be slightly different because it won't have the English sentences at the bottom. Because if a teacher shows that to the children at school, they will just say, oh, I know what that German sentence means. It says it at the bottom. But there will be some activities to go with it. And so, which may include cooking a soup as well.
Indeed, indeed. Barnaby's perfect broth tastes delicious.
It did. Yes, I think we were both surprised, weren't we?
We were most surprised. Angelika, would you like to tell us about the next episode?
The next episode will be in 2 weeks' time. We may be talking more about Barnaby at the end of it, but the main bit of it will be a follow-up to probably not bleeding, maybe some other wounds. I'm not sure yet. Some more insurance German vocabulary, that nothing to do with insurances.
Understood.
And until then, sorry.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. Okay. Until then, it's tschüss von mir.
Und tschüss von mir. And tschüss from Barnaby.